Adjectives, adverbs, and wordiness. Top-down grammar. Lisa M. Kendrick. Adjective forms of words should only describe nouns and pronouns and be next to those words. Aside from single words, adjectives may be compound and then generally hyphenated. Blue-green, 52. Comparative words ending in ER and EST. Participial words ending in ED or ING. Phrases like prepositional phrases, and adjectival clauses containing a subject and verb. The 26 members of the school board voted for the proposed amendment. 26 is the compound, of the school board the phrase, and proposed the participle. Her purse was heavier than her book bag. Heavier is the comparative. The principal who had won awards for initiating educational reform at her school was nominated to be the new superintendent. For initiating educational reform at her school are two phrases, and who had won awards is the clause. Adverbs describe verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs by answering the questions to what extent, when, and where. Linking verbs don't take adverbs, but action verbs do. In that instance, adverbs may be separated from the verb in the sentence, but will be offset by commas. Adverbs may be one word that denotes when and where, may very often end in ly, and may be a phrase or a clause. Yesterday, we bought a coffee machine. Yesterday and at the new IKEA tell us when and where. Did you put the directions in the glove box? In the glove box tells us where. The coffee will hopefully be worth the price of the machine. Hopefully tells us to what extent. Put the coffee down because you might become too hyper. Because you might become too hyper is an adverbial clause. There are some adverbs that are often confused. One example is good versus well. Good is an adjective only describe nouns and pronouns, while well is an adverb. As an adjective, you did a good job. As an adverb, you did the job well. Some other examples here. It's easy to fail a test, but you can easily perform better by studying. Easy and easily. After lunch will be too late to finish the daily projects, so lately I have begun starting work by 10 a.m., late and lately. Learning a new skill can be hard, but that is hardly a reason to not try, hard and hardly. Most of the time I am late to book club meetings, but that is mostly because I have to work. Most and mostly. One last point about modifiers is associated with comparisons. These rules can seem complex, but there are really only 6 key points to remember when correctly writing or editing sentences that make comparisons. Number 1. The word more or the suffix er is used for comparing two things, while the word most or the suffix est is used for comparing 3 or more things. Of the two sisters, Janie swims more quickly, while Marnie dives better. But of all the members on the swim team, Tammy has the strongest crawl stroke. Number 2. State comparisons fully. Automakers worry about their industry more than telecommunicators worry about their industry. Number 3. Items being compared should be comparable. The cost of an electric car is greater than the cost of a gasoline-powered car. Number 4. Use any or any other appropriately. Incorrect. Los Angeles is larger than any other city in Canada. Correct. Los Angeles is larger than any other city in the United States. Number 5. Comparisons should state what is being compared. Incomplete. Brand X gets clothes whiter. Complete. Brand X gets clothes whiter than brand Y. And number 6. Fewer and less present a difficulty in American English because it's used incorrectly. Signs in stores should read 10 items or fewer. Less refers to things that cannot be physically counted, like sunlight or raindrops, while few or fewer refers to items that can be counted, like desks or cookies. Today is less sunny than yesterday. There are fewer sunflowers in the garden now. The last point regarding modifiers is that wordiness can be a problem with both adjectives and adverbs. Too many or unclear adjectives disrupt sentence flow. Overuse of or repeated use of adverbs makes sentences seem clumsy. Is it a true fact that the ozone layer is being depleted? Some are very somewhat similar to American varieties of wildflowers.